Hey, Space Weaver. Let's go somewhere exciting for a change.
I have been programmed to take the young master wherever he desires, as long as it is safe and free of conflict.
Hey, this is Nathan with Analog Reviews, and today we're having a look at Act 1 of Broken Age. After an overwhelmingly successful Kickstarter campaign, Tim Schafer and his team at Double Fine have decided to return to their roots with their first point-and-click adventure game in over 15 years. Similar to their past projects like Grim Fandango and The Secret of Monkey Island, Broken Age features unforgettable characters, puzzles, unique themes, and plenty of humor. The game centers around two characters, each from drastically different walks of life. One half of the narrative follows Vela, a girl who's to be offered as a sacrifice to an enormous monster known as Mog Chothra, while the other half of the story focuses on a boy named Shay, who finds himself trapped on a spaceship under the watchful eye of an overly protective computer which holds him prisoner under the pretense of safety. Despite being from completely different circumstances, both of the characters yearn for change and freedom in their own way. While Vela is surrounded by overly zealous villagers that cling to tradition, Shay is completely isolated and patronized by an overbearing computer as he's forced to endure the same routine day after day.
You're going to love this dinner pill. Fried chicken, kind of.
The puzzles are quite satisfying. They're not overly obtuse, but they still require some thinking, which is a refreshing change from most recent games in the genre. They consist of scouring the environment for various items, which can be combined with one another or given to certain characters. The amount of overall polish added to the dialogue is impressive, as you'll most likely try to use the items in your inventory in clever ways to prompt humorous reactions and responses. The art style is unique and really sets the game apart. While not being overly impressive on a technical level, Broken Age is brimming with personality and has an undeniable charm. The game feels like a children's book come to life, but the underlying themes and subtle humor make it appealing to players of all ages. The environments are varied and interesting to look at, while the characters are all quite memorable. Sporting an all-star cast, the voice acting is top-notch, which brings each of the characters to life with standout performances from Elijah Wood as Shay and Jennifer Hale, best known for her work on Mass Effect as a megalomaniacal computer. The game is brimming with humor and personality as you'll encounter talking cutlery.
No, not the face, or the neck, or the body!
I'm free! Free to cleave the infinite void of space itself!
Nauseous trees.
I'll let you get back to your screaming.
Yeah, please leave before I vomit, you foul, ruthless stump!
And even Jack Black makes an appearance as a sort of spiritual figure.
I'm exactly as high up from Mariloft as Mariloft is from the forest below, to show that we're all equals.
I don't get it.
It'll start to make sense after a few weeks of meditation, my child.
The soundtrack is also well done, fitting the mood and atmosphere of the game perfectly. Unfortunately, the game is quite linear and doesn't really offer much in terms of replayability. The different dialogue options add a bit of humor, but have little to no impact on the story. For example, choosing to lie to certain characters won't change the way they perceive you, and will have the same effect as telling the truth. Act 1 is also fairly short, lasting around 4 hours, and it ends with a bit of a cliffhanger, which will leave you anxiously waiting for Act 2. Broken Age probably would have benefited from being released all at once, but Act 2 is promised at no additional costs at a later date. Overall, Broken Age is a charming game with a strong narrative, great humor, and memorable characters. It's proof that there is still room for creativity and innovation amidst the slew of modern action titles. Broken Age not only revives the point-and-click genre, it helps redefine it.
See? He's drawn to the flame, like a giant moth.
What? No way! He's coming my direction!
Please, don't be hasty in your decision, my lord.
Oh yes, take your time, look over all your options, and then after some careful consideration...
For more reviews, discussions, and top 10 videos, stay tuned to Analog Reviews, as we'll be covering Act 2 of Broken Age, as well as a host of other releases slated for later this year.
What do you birds do for fun around here? You birds want to help me kill Mogchathra?